Hello, everyone, and welcome to Wind, Reel, and Print. My name is Ryan, and I am joined by my good friend and now triple. Oh God, what's the title for someone who's done something 3 times?
Hat trick. Is that what you're trying to pull?
Ooh, definitely
the triple
not.
crown for horse racing.
Oh, sure. The triple crowner.
Yeah.
Chris, thank you for being here, Chris.
Absolutely excited to be here.
Yeah, it's good to have you back. We haven't scared you away this podcast and everything like that, so I appreciate it. We had some the Zoolander Tropic Thunder was very fun. Learned a lot about, especially when I was editing it somewhat recently. This will come out after the fact, but had a lot of fun listening back to it, and I highly recommend people, if you want to hear about kind of where the two of us kind of came from. There's a lot of talk about I'm doing film school experience, because it was like an interesting place. But it was a lot of fun to listen to and to go back to that. And then the Muppet movies, which I don't know if you got the call, but Disney called and said they're interested in a couple of those. So that's really great.
It is really great. I mean, all out of nowhere, with all these news articles start coming out. Oh, now Seth Rogen's going to do Muppets. Oh, now Jennifer Lawrence and Emma Stone are going to do Muppets. And I think, the Triple Crown is going to go to us. We're going to do Muppets after. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, we've got some fun ones, and then you hit them with the Jim Henson, and all of a sudden they're like, oh, you do art.
Yeah.
You're intelligent.
I think anybody that listens to that long episode we did about the Muppets is like, these guys are artists.
Not crazy.
No.
Not crazy. They do not have any problems. And we had so much fun doing that now we're back for, I guess, that now round 2. We were talking about this was round 3 kind of, but this is round 2 of, I think I'm calling it fantasy filmmaking, but I might have to come up with I still don't know, and I probably have hoped to God have come up with it by the time these episodes come out and have made graphics and things like that. So, but we're back with the second episode of this to come up with new ideas that Hollywood can use to, I mean, we hear all the time, Hollywood is dying and they need the cure.
That's right.
And also, we live in a capitalist society. So obviously...
Right.
and so you also got to appease the giant conglomerates, and that is how we ended up at this week's episode. And Chris, can you share with our listeners what we're doing today?
Absolutely. We're taking mascots of food and drink products, and we're gonna see what sort of IP we can squeeze out of them in the Seth Rogen Apple TV show The Studio. They're talking about, we got to get the Kool-Aid movie made. We're essentially taking a bunch of other products in that same vein. What can we do to get a food brand into the major motion picture industry?
Yeah, which is a money-making industry. It's only going up.
That's right.
If we get our hands on it. So this is also kind of a veiled threat.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm also saying, or else.
Yeah.
With all of these ideas. But we, to kind of go over kind of the format that we work with here, is we have a few ideas. And by the end, I think we'll stick with what we did last time, which is come up with 4, flesh them out, come up with kind of some story ideas, cast them, and then we're off to the races. And so I think it's time we lay it down and let the people know what's going on up here. I have no idea what Chris brought. Chris has no idea what I'm bringing. So you're also going to get our genuine reactions to what are all great ideas. There is no bad ideas.
And potentially you'll get some overlap on products. Maybe we'll have picked the same thing with either a different take or something like that. But yeah, there's, the grocery store itself is nothing but an IP mill when you really think about it.
Yeah. And they did the Sausage Party. They kind of tried to even grocery store-ify or animate the grocery store. It doesn't matter. So, Chris, would you mind giving your ideas first? I went first last time.
Sure. Yeah, I have 5 ideas. I don't know how in depth we want to go with them. I don't know if we just want to say the products or if we want to give a little bit more. You have any thoughts before I rattle these off?
I will say do product and general direction you want to take it. So like what I have here is just like blah 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 in a blah blah blah. Like
Okay.
or it can be that simple. Or it kind of just needs that little thing that's selling. If you could just throw in what the selling point is a little bit more, but also the idea itself, we might just be able to go crazy off of just if I hear you're doing the Green Giant. I mean, I got a lot of ideas,
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
yeah, we can go all over the place. But yeah. So what
right.
you got?
The 5 ideas I have. Number 1, when you were last in LA and we went to go see one battle after another,
Yes.
you saw a wrapper of this product in my car. I'm bringing the Otter Pops movie to the big screen.
Ooh, I like it.
There's a couple different otter characters associated with this brand.
Yes.
And famously, otters, when they're, resting on their backs in the water, they hold hands. But what happens when one of them gets separated from the others? The handhold breaks away. They have to go on a Finding Nemo-esque adventure to find this lost otter.
This is very cute.
I'm also bringing Snap, Crackle, and Pop, the Rice Krispies trio.
Nice.
Famously made their big screen debut in Jerry Seinfeld's Unfrosted, the Pop-Tarts movie.
Did they really?
Yes, portrayed by Mikey Day, Drew Tarver, and Kyle Mooney. Not necessarily respectively to Snap, Crackle, and Pop. I don't really remember who was who.
And were they animated?
They were live action.
They were
It's Unfrosted is a strange movie.
Yeah, exactly. Yikes, that's absolutely terrifying.
I would say that this should be an animated movie.
Okay. Yeah.
But maybe they've been harvesting the rice for the Rice Krispies. They create the product, and then where do you go to take farmers out of their element? You got to put them in the big city. They
Ooh, fish out of water.
Fish out of water stuff.
Classic. Yes, it's a winner.
Also in the Kellogg's family, I have the Fruit Loops movie. Toucan Sam.
Yeah, I can imagine a couple directions to take this, but where was your first thought?
I'm glad that you have a couple different directions to take this, because I essentially only have Fruit Loops, the Toucan Sam movie.
Nice, yeah.
I think that what I remember from the commercials is that he is always talking about following his nose.
Ooh, yeah. He's smell focused.
Yeah, he's also got nephews in a sort of DuckTales-esque ripoff. Totally. So I say lean into that and do some sort of adventure with Toucan Sam and his nephews. Maybe they're trying to find Fruit Loops, which are like buried treasure, or maybe they're trying to find a new home or whatever, but they're on some sort of globe-trotting adventure or jungle-trotting.
Yeah, in that vein, I could think that there's some tree in the Amazon that has like the Fruit Loops, the original Fruit Loops flavors or something on it, and they need to go save it because they're cutting the Amazon down. Now we're getting dark. But
we're getting dark.
You can make it relevant.
Yeah,
too.
absolutely.
You can have a message,
and we should in this capitalist society.
They love that.
We should have a deforestation message.
yes, they love that.
Number 4.
Okay.
Sour Patch Kids, the movie.
Ooh, okay.
In the advertising, they have an arc already.
Yeah.
First they're sour, then they're sweet. We know that's the arc we have to follow. Yeah.
Well, you want to stretch that into an entire film, you think? You think you can do that?
I think so, and I think that it's, our main characters... The Sour Patch Kids thing is tough, because, do you show them as, actual pieces of candy, or is it there's different kids, and then one of them was always wearing blue, one of them was always wearing red, one of them was always wearing green,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
But either way, I think that you have a couple who are maybe they'd been trying to have a child of their own or children of their own, and they can't for whatever reason, but they end up adopting the Sour Patch Kids, and they get in over their head. They're like, "Oh no,
a little cheaper by the dozen."
Yeah. Am I raising these sour children? I want to raise sweet children."
Yes.
And then pitch number 5.
Okay.
Here's the thing. I have written a draft of this
Ooh.
8 years ago, maybe,
Okay.
as a writing exercise,
Okay.
because the marketing for this movie already exists.
Ooh.
I am pitching the M&M's movie,
Okay.
and I'm saying that trailer that plays in movie theaters,
the
for
one
people
with
to
the missile?
Yes, the one where they're
Yep.
all strapped to the missile. The one where the red M&M hits the lamp and it swings around, hits him in the head, and he falls down.
Yes.
This is an envelope. That
Yeah.
old trailer. That's what this movie
Easy.
is. But now
Yes.
we've expanded upon the trailer
Yes.
into a full feature film. So those
I
are my
love it.
5.
Okay. I mean, you've got some good ones there, and all have sugar. All are very sugar forward.
Yeah,
sugar
very
focused.
much so.
Yeah. So that's good. I think those are easy sells. If we can get the corn syrup industry involved, there's a lot of money
Yeah.
in that business. So I think we're good. Okay. So I will say, what the hell? I just realized I threw in something in here that is not, now that I look back, it is not food related. It is literally just a mascot. So I'll just
Pitch it
throw it in
anyway.
at the end.
Yeah.
And now I'm realizing I did that. I did that with 2. Fuck. Oh well. Doesn't matter. We're here already.
Yeah.
I should have done more prep. So one that I really like is Chef Boyardee.
Sure.
In a spaghetti western.
Oh yeah. Okay. I'm in.
Yeah, exactly. So, so that's like the big thing. There's a little more to the story. It does take place in the Old West. He ends up going west, meeting a chef. It's that kind of story. And he comes up and he realizes like, hey, I've got this skill. I can cook, and you can imagine. We can start pulling things from there. So the Chef Boyardee spaghetti western movie. Okay.
Okay.
Then we have. A political thriller.
Fantastic.
Yes. With many cereal mascots working to change back the FDA recommendation for cereal consumption in the food pyramid. So they are doing what they can. Some loser is trying to make America healthy, and these. All of the masks we're pulling them all. This is a Who Framed Roger Rabbit level thing, where they're coming out and they are doing what they can to switch it up. Assassination, maybe. I mean, I don't know. We can go R with this. It could be a hard R, but we can also loosen it and lighten it up a bit if needed. So that's the serial thriller. I'm going to do my 2 mistakes, and then I'll finish off the third. For some reason, I did an Ask Jeeves thing, so we don't, which is obviously not. I have no idea. I went looking through a Wikipedia thing of food mascots, and something I don't know. So this isn't going to work, but I just want to prove I did homework.
Yeah.
So this doesn't have to count to my score, but you can Ask Jeeves. It's a dystopian thriller where he's trying to take down the AI. That's obviously has destroyed search results. And it basically, this butler is like, going into a cyberpunk world, basically. And you can imagine the comedy there. It can't be chosen for the episode, but we can keep it in our pocket for the future.
Yeah.
Yeah. We also have, I don't know if you count cigarettes as food, but I thought of the Marlboro Man. And it at least was on that thing. And so the title was there. It was
Sure.
the death of the Marlboro Man. And I was like, oh, I mean, I have no idea. Just imagine him on the, not a gurney, because then he'd be dead. But I'm imagining him in the hospital bed, sitting there on life support. The death of the Marlboro Man. No idea where it goes from there. And finally, I think we've got crossover on M&M's, because this is, though I kind of take it another direction, it's M&M's in a Michael Bay style action movie. And at the moment, it's them, they're fighting climate change because they're melting. Like it's kind of like The Core, or like all of these movies where it's like, all right, we need to do something crazy to fix this. Be like, we got to change the rotation of the earth, like we can get kind of crazy, but big M&M action feature, which I think we're both kind of in the same space there.
Yeah, it feels like M&M's is definitely something we're choosing. So.
I think so. I think, you know what? Let's lock it in.
Yeah.
Here's the sound effect. You hear that?
It's
do I need to do it again? Do I need to
One
do it
more
again?
time. Ooh, I love it.
That's a good one. That's a good one. It's very satisfying. All right, so locking in M&M's. Okay,
Yes.
and we can take that in another direction. I also, if I'm going to jump onto one of your ideas exclusively, I think Fruit Loops.
Okay.
I think I like the Fruit Loops. If you're feeling confident about that one.
I feel confident that we can make something work with it. Going into this, it was the one I was the least confident in.
Which is kind of interesting. Yeah. So it's a loose two. What and obviously I gave you very little on this one, I'm now realizing. So
I mean,
if there's
Chef
go
Boyardee spaghetti western, let's lock that in.
All right, locked in. Chef Boyardee spaghetti western, you got it. So, all right, I think a probing question.
Yeah.
All right. So the Rice Krispies, if we're thinking about those three, what are some ideas? And maybe I already forgot that you told me as I was kind of like thinking and laughing.
Sure.
At all of the great ideas to come. What are some ideas for direction to take these three hooligans?
I mean, the thing that I mentioned in the pitch is just a refresher. Is basically we're taking them and putting them in the big city.
Oh, big city.
They're,
okay.
Farming the rice essentially.
Got it.
They create their product. I did, in my research, come across that there was a very short-lived fourth member of this trio who feels to me like an easy villain.
Easy villain. Okay, I
even
like
though
that.
he's not represented as a villain in the commercials or whatever. I think it comes off as like a Scrappy Doo in the James Gunn Scooby Doo vein of like, bring this character in, but now they're evil because no one likes them.
Yeah, I think there's something good there where it's like it's the. I was going to say the fourth Beatle, which doesn't work. But yeah, no, I'm thinking of like maybe they were even cut out of The Inheritance. Maybe they're just kind of like the stepson of the, and what's his name? Do you know what their name is? I
do, and I have quotes written from the commercial. This is a commercial from 1954 that I found on YouTube.
Ooh, nice. I think all of the the Reddit for Rice Krispies, they're gonna go crazy for this. The lore drop.
At this point, the commercial even says, "Hey, you know, Snap, Crackle, and Pop." And now introducing their silent partner, Pow. Now the quotes from the commercial, are Pow means power, and power's nice, and Power doesn't say much. Oh, sorry, Pow doesn't say much. He just does things. That is the villain for this Rice Krispies.
It is so good because it's like they screen tested him and they did this whole ad campaign and it was so bad that they just cut him out. And he has been stewing forever
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's possible these are because are the Rice Krispies are Snap Crackle Pop? They like elves?
I believe they're
Or-
elves. Yeah.
Okay, so they live a long time. We can
Yes.
say, and so they. Yeah, so they, I mean, it could have come out in the 50s, and they've kind of been around, and it's
Yeah.
possible they've been like seasoned farm. I don't know, but I also like
Yeah.
the angle of them being kind of in the entertainment industry somewhat too.
Sure.
We can kind of play with that maybe as well.
Yeah. I mean, it's at least even though the what we know about Snap Crackle Pop from like the commercials is
Yeah.
extremely little. It's
Oh, yeah.
basically just
They don't-
like they're
Yeah.
named after the sound we think the cereal makes,
That we
and
think.
that's it. There's
Yeah.
no other story.
We invite our listeners to listen to Rice Krispies and you try to come up with what they sound like in an onomatopoeia.
But it at least has like a character dynamic built in.
I love it.
Of like they're a trio. They each have their personalities that are like similar but different enough that you can.
Yeah, and I think a trio you can work with. You
Yeah.
can work with that kind of group dynamic. I say lock it in.
Lock it in.
Lock it in. I think we're locking in Rice Krispies.
So we have Rice Krispies, Fruit Loops, M&Ms, and Chef Boyardee.
If you like the sound of that, I like the sound of that.
I like the sound of that too.
Okay, there we go. So, it's not a competition, but damn, I could have done better. That's all. That's fair. I'm looking at my numbers, and it ain't looking good.
Hey, we're a team on this one.
We're a team on this one. There's no ill will. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. You can hear it in my voice. I'm not mad. Okay, so let's see. Where do we go first? Is there one that calls to you? I mean, we've been talking Rice Krispies, so
Sure.
we could just start there.
I think that similar to the Muppet episode, we have one to end on, and I think that's M&M's.
Okay, perfect. I agree.
I
Yeah.
think we can start with any of the other three.
Okay. Let's let to keep it fresh and maybe some new Rice Krispie knowledge will get dropped on us. Let's start with Fruit Loops.
Okay, sounds good.
We'll do Fruit Loops, maybe Chef Boyardee, Rice Krispies to heat us up,
Yeah.
and then jump into M&M's. All right.
Okay.
Nice. Okay. So let's see. Fruit Loops. All right. So we kind of had a couple ideas there. I do like the idea of like, because are toucans in the Amazon? Is that is that right? Am I correct in that that's where toucans live?
Maybe.
This is a Google search.
Yeah, I mean,
Let's
look,
find
this
out.
is if you think that the writers of the Fruit Loops movie wouldn't be Googling where do toucans live, you're wrong. Everybody's gonna be wanting to know.
Everyone's gonna want to know. We got to be at least some. Okay, why is okay?
They spend their lives high in the rainforest canopies of Central and South America.
Boom, done, easy. Okay, so there's some natural things that we can do. I've got a cat walking around. Hey, lady. So if my camera's shaking, apologies. So we have the Amazon backdrop.
Yeah.
I like the idea of kind of like this kind of mythical, like I kind of threw out earlier, like this, I don't know if it's a tree in the forest or something that has like the Fruit Loops on it. Like they are a fruit.
Sure,
And the
yeah.
tree grows it. And maybe it's kind of like been manufactured by other companies or whatever. I'm just trying to think of why it matters now. There's one option, which is, someone is coming, to tear down some trees, and that's the one that's going to go. The classic big
Yeah.
business stepping in and trying to take it down. That's always a go-to, replace it with soybean fields or something like that, or cattle. So there's that direction, and so they got to kind of save the tree. But what's anything that you can run off of with that, or any ideas that are percolating for you that are different?
Yeah, I mean, I think that saving the tree makes more sense than what I was saying of like, oh, they're going on some adventure. I think that it makes more sense to keep them, around their home, and they have
Oh
to
yeah.
work together. Maybe we create some original rainforest characters to pair with them on some sort of team up.
Yeah.
Kind of, borrowing from all the serial mascots coming together. It doesn't make a ton of sense to bring the other mascots into this, but other
Sure.
animals that can serve the same purpose.
Yeah, yeah, we've got kind of a Jungle Book style thing
Yeah.
going on. We can bring in a lot of different animals from the forest to kind of deal with it. So, if we're talking about like humans, though, we probably need a human. Maybe. What do you think? Like having like some sort of, or like a sympathetic person, or is it just
Yeah.
an evil person? Well, here's
We
another
definitely need an evil person.
definitely.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, have you seen Fantastic Mr. Fox?
I have. It's been a little while, but yes, I have.
Yeah, we recently watched it for the podcast, Kevin and I, and that one is, I'm starting to realize it's very similar. Makes sense. I'm kind
Yeah.
of pulling from that a little bit here, because you have these kind of like three bad guys that are just trying to make a buck, and the foxes and everything are kind of getting in the way, and they kind of have to band together. All of the animals of this place have to band together to stop them. So I think that could work, and humans could, at least in that, there is no sympathetic human. They're all just kind of like dumb and evil. So that could work too. So there's a couple directions to go.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you're going to have a human character, then, I mean, the first thing that we have to decide then is, can the humans and the animals understand each other? Or,
Yeah.
because you could have, like, and this also takes place in South America, the movie Rio,
That's,
where there's the human characters, and then they like essentially operate separately from the animals, but their storylines sort of weave in and out of each other.
Yeah.
You could have like, a protester or two who's like, I'm going to
sure.
strap myself to the tree so you can't tear it down.
Ooh, there's something interesting. That's interesting.
Maybe that's how the animals find out that something's going on, although that kind of makes them more passive, so that's probably not really what we want.
Yeah, maybe it's best not to have humans. I'm starting to be like, maybe it is just to kind of keep the animals kind of doing their thing, and and then you can have like wise animals. They kind of
Sure.
like know, that have kind of seen the comings and goings of people through the centuries, like some nice, really wise old monkey or something like that too.
Yeah, and I mean, Toucan Sam and his nephews can obviously all fly, and so they
Yes.
could see further
True.
in the jungle. There's
Oh,
something
yeah.
coming.
Yeah, exactly. True. Okay. So we'll have Toucan Sam and a menagerie of different creatures along with his nephews. And specifically nephews?
That
Is that
is,
what they are?
that's what I found in my research. They are
Okay.
specifically nephews. They specifically have rhyming names, clearly aping Huey, Dewey, and Louie
Yeah,
from
of course.
DuckTales.
Yes. Yeah, it begs the question, where's their father and mother?
That's true.
Why is Uncle Sam? Whoa. Uncle Sam. What the hell? I just stumbled into that. Yeah, why is Uncle Sam taking care of the kids?
Yeah.
Something. So the parents, maybe they went off to go do. Oh, I'm trying to think. There is a movie I'm thinking that's coming to mind where like some kids are kind of left behind. Is it Series of Unfortunate Events? No, they die, the parents in that. But they, I'm thinking like they go off on like an adventure, the parents, and end up not coming back, for whatever reason. And it's kind of the uncle, and it's kind of just the backstory to, give some sympathy to Uncle Sam. Maybe a little bit. We can throw that in if we want to add like another kind of element versus just like, hey,
Sure.
How's it going, Neffs? I don't know. So we have Uncle Sam, the nephews. Any other what's like a major like Amazonian animal that can fit kind of an archetype that you'd find in some sort of thing like this?
Sure. Let's look at animals that live in the rainforest. I mean, obviously, they got big snakes.
That was my first thought too.
Either jaguars or leopards. I'm not really sure which one lives there.
Oh yeah, there's so many cute animals. You got sloths, armadillos. You got otters. Hey,
Otter Pop crossover.
Ooh. I mean, it could be like the Food Mascot universe.
That's true.
The FMU.
Anteaters.
Yeah, like an alligator or a...
Oh, yeah. That's a good...
Capybaras. We definitely need some sort of monkey as well.
Yes, agreed.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to find on this list of, like, a monkey. There's a coati or a coati, I guess.
Oh, that weird, the coati or something like that. I know
they
have those in Arizona. It's the coati mundi.
Oh.
Have you seen or heard of those before? It might be a really southern Arizona thing.
Maybe. I mean, I don't think I've ever heard. I don't know if I've seen them or if it's one of those things where like they're called something else in different cities.
It's possible, but I think you would know if you saw it. It looks very unique.
Okay, I have the monkey for you.
What's the monkey?
If we want a wise old monkey, especially.
Yes.
The Emperor Tamarin monkey.
Oh, I love this.
This guy has this big white bushy mustache-looking whiskers. That's your cool. Wise old monkey right there.
All right. So we have an Emperor Tamarin.
Yes.
Okay. Wise old monkey. Easy. Also like the idea of like he's got maybe a small child or something like that too that also has a mustache and a beard.
Yeah.
As well, that is like learning the ropes or something like that. There's some comedy there.
Yeah.
Because I imagine every age looks like that. Oh, it is cute. Okay. Then so we'll add an alligator maybe too.
Yeah. Yeah, something that seems very villainous but has to still work with them.
Exactly. Can kind of all this kind of brings together the whole rainforest to stop it. And they're all fans of Toucan Sam and his Fruit Loops, like the fruit, people love Fruit Loops in the Amazon rainforest. It's kind of like a treat.
Yeah, and that maybe this tree area is like a neutral ground, in the jungle food chain.
Oh God, it's political now. We made a political movie. Yeah, it's almost like the world tree. Like it's like some like really, we could get even crazier and be like, oh yeah, this is where, they kind of meet to talk about things of the forest.
Sure.
And they all have like, oh God, now I'm going too far, delegations and shit like that they send to the thing. I care too much. Okay. I like anteaters. I'm also trying to think of animals that we don't really get to see in like a lot of these movies.
Yeah.
Anteater's pretty cool.
Anteater's fun. Obviously we have seen this in at least one animated movie, but llamas are kind of all over South America. So.
Oh Ooh, yeah, there could. Yeah, that's actually. I don't think they get enough love, so I would say, yeah, that's a good one. Um, and a anteater. Okay, what's kind of like a fast animal to give them? Like that's
Oh
because you
yeah,
kind of need like a zoomy kind of animal too.
yeah. I mean, I would assume like jaguars are fast, but
Oh yeah,
I guess
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
really know how fast
I
they are.
wonder. Like, part of me feels like a jaguar is a little more like mysterious. Like,
Yeah.
kind of is they you never really see it until like the end. Like, there's all the talk
Mm-hmm.
about the jaguars. Like,
Yeah.
they've kind of been in hiding. They're dealing with something else or something like that. And they're kind of like the Knights of Rohan that show up at Helm's Deep.
Yeah,
Right?
they're
You got
they're more stealthy than they are
yeah,
speedy, I guess.
yeah, exactly, yeah. We could
You
do
could
like a
have. Oh
lizard
yeah.
or something, or
That's. I was gonna say. We've got obviously the biggest rainforest representation in the United States is the Rainforest Cafe.
oh
And
yeah. So oh yeah, we need a frog.
the
We need a little
frog, exactly.
yes. We absolutely need a little frog. You're right. Okay. Boom. Okay, I think that's more than enough.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah,
obviously there
that's a
would be
lot.
little side characters for
Oh yeah.
one line, one gag, whatever, but this seems like a solid.
They kind of fill a lot of different roles, which is
Yeah.
good. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, these are great. Okay. Well, let's you want to cast them? You want to figure out who's
Yeah, I mean the only one that we really know has to sound anything like what we've
come to
been
know?
told. Yeah, exactly. Come to know, and that's Toucan Sam, and he has a vaguely British accent.
Does he? Oh
Yes,
wow. Okay.
and it's not like it's not deep British, but it has sort of that
Not
like
Cockney, but
yeah,
it's
it's
a
got
little
just a
upper
little
crust.
yeah, exactly.
Okay. Okay.
Um,
So, who's got just the right amount of British in him? Um,
my first thought, not that we have to, this is just to get things moving.
get him out. Get him out.
Tom Hiddleston.
Okay. Put it on the board. It's important I see it and hear it. It works. It works. Okay. Tom Hiddleston. Ooh, I need. Where are the Brits?
Simon Pegg.
Oh, I mean Simon Pegg and like, because here's the thing. I think is Toucan Sam a little goofy? Like, is he like a is he the straight man and everyone else around him's like crazy? Is he like, are the nephews kind of like going out, or do the nephews keep Toucan Sam in line? Like, is he like,
Oh yeah.
ooh, because there is that trope that kind of like, oh, it's Uncle whatever,
Right.
he's doing that again.
I don't.
If-
I don't really recall much of Toucan
Yeah.
Sam's
Yeah,
role
this is
in
very important.
the marketing.
I don't know if they do either. Yeah, part of me feels like it would be better if he was a little goofier,
Yeah.
and the kids are a little more like, they almost like take care of him a little bit, because he's, he's just kind of a funny uncle.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing they're all kind of getting a little older, stretching their wings and like really like figuring it out. Maybe they're the nephews are the kind of the ones
Yeah.
that kind of discover what's happening too.
Yeah.
When they're kind of like almost like Lion King-esque, like
Mm-hmm.
Simba going out to the elephant graveyard sort of thing. Like, hey, they're just going, they're flying through, racing each other through the forest, and then they come upon like the tree or something like that, or on the people or what have you. Okay. I mean, both Tom Hiddleston and Simon Pegg, definitely Tom Hiddleston can be funny.
Yeah.
He's got a bone in him.
Mm-hmm.
Man, why are the Brits so hard to, I'm like, my brain keeps going to Michael Caine, but that's absolutely wrong. You couldn't be more wrong.
Michael Sheen.
Michael Sheen, as in like the president in West Wing? Oh no,
No,
Michael
that's
Sheen. Oh
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Who's the guy I mentioned? Isn't his name also Michael Sheen?
Martin Sheen, I believe, is who
Martin
you're
Sheen.
thinking of.
Yes, yes, yes. Michael Sheen, famous for being in Tron Legacy.
Yeah, yes, that's true. He is in
That's
Tron
his most famous
Legacy.
role.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's good too. I bet he could play like a lot of different things. Oh, and then ooh, it might have to be what's the comedian? Do. No, no, it's not the action horror movie. It is. Oh my god.
Give me
The
with some
Trip.
clues.
Oh, Steve
Oh, Steve
Coogan.
Coogan.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, Steve Coogan. I think here's the, and this is an issue I
Please.
have frequently when I'm writing things that I'm like trying to think of, oh, who would be good for
Who
this?
would be in it? Yeah.
Is there's like a gap between actors who are maybe just a little too old, still very good,
Sure.
but
Yeah.
maybe a little too old for this role, and then the quote unquote new class where everybody feels kind of the same, and there's
Yeah.
no one. There's like a middle class of actors that we're missing.
Yes.
Um,
Who? So let's see. Who are some up and coming?
I mean, obviously he's too young for it, but obviously if you're gonna look up a young British actor, you're gonna get Tom Holland probably coming up first.
Oh, of course, of course. Oh yeah, and then you. Oh yeah, I'm seeing all sorts of guys. Like there's the. Yeah, none of these up and coming is also a little too old for.
Right.
Or a little too young. I mean, even for. Yeah, because too young for Uncle Sam, and too old for the nephews.
Yeah.
I would think. Well, some of these people I have no idea. I'm like looking at like so many British people. A lot of diversity with the Brits. That's great.
Sure.
It's very nice.
I mean, look, I pitched him a lot during our Muppets episode.
Manzukis.
But because I watched Manzukis' season of Taskmaster,
Yeah.
the British comedy, task show.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd not heard of any of these people beforehand.
Yeah.
But I don't know if like a Matthew Bainton is A, famous enough, or B, if he also starts to fall into the like, might be just a little too old. But he had a very soft spoken British voice when he was on the show.
Yeah, I don't know anything about him, but he looks right.
Yeah, that's kind of what I mean. Is like I only know him from these 10 episodes of Taskmaster.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what?
I don't know.
Yeah. I think for the sake of the episode and keeping things moving,
Sure.
I say let's just go with Matthew Bainton and
Okay.
just we'll
Great.
lock it in. We'll
Lock
give him a
it in.
chance.
Play the sound.
Yes, exactly. Lock it in. The sound effect. Okay. So we got Matthew. And then we don't have to do every character here, but I feel like there's who could be the wise old monkey. I think that'd be a fun.
Sure.
And then maybe we pick that and then who the villain is. And that might be enough to kind of run with for Fruit Loops.
I mean, look, you say wise old character. My immediate thought is Christopher Walken.
Oh, that is a very interesting choice. Because I'm going, oh my God, what the hell? Seven, Voice of God.
Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman as the wise old monkey.
Sure.
It,
That
it could work.
Definitely works.
Yeah. And then, Christopher Walken, that is... Actually, you know what? Christopher Walken's perfect. Like, I hear it, and I see it.
You see
and
that monkey's
Yeah.
face, and you're like,
Yes.
yeah, I can
Christopher
see where we're
Walken,
going.
hell yeah, actually. I'm in. Okay. Villain. Now, there's a few different ways you can do it in terms of even, like, ethnicity, which
Right.
is a natural thing that comes up, and, you kind of have to deal with that fact when it comes to this. So you can either do, like, kind of keep it, like, Southern American, Central American, Latino sort of thing, or Spanish, Portuguese, or you can go kind of like white American or even British, like coming in and doing their thing. And that's usually like you can dodge a lot of bullets if you just do that and
Yeah.
just like do the evil Brit.
I mean,
But
I do think that some of the other animals would need to fall into the like Spanish, Portuguese
totally, yeah,
voice category,
yeah,
but I do think that I'd rather dodge bullets and make either evil American or evil British person.
yeah. I agree. I agree. So, who we talked about Michael Shannon last time, didn't we?
We did.
Does that work, or he maybe not?
I think that if this were live action, it would work, and
Yeah,
in
yeah,
animation,
yeah.
I don't
Voice,
think it would.
yeah,
I think that
yeah.
Michael Shannon has a great voice. I just don't think that it is going to be the live, like, it's not going to bring the character to life in the same way.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Hmm. What I think is we're going to do these episodes further. I think making like a catalog of actors to like look
Sure.
through probably will be smart in the future to be like, oh yeah, let's go through our like, or I don't know if there's an
I
actor
already
database.
have like a very.
Oh, are you?
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, in general, when I'm writing stuff, I tend
You
to
keep that
think
in
of
mind.
the same couple people over and
Yeah,
over
sure,
again. Like I would want that rotating band of
Yes.
of actors.
Yes. Okay, so evil can go in a few different directions. It can be kind of like either like graded, like it can be like thin evil. Yeah, it's like thin or big evil, mustache twirling kind of,
Yeah.
or
I mean, I think that, not to cut you off, but I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
there are two. I think there's a primary and a secondary villain, and I think the secondary villain gets a slight redemption at the end.
Totally.
Because I think we have, the man in the suit, who's our main villain, who wants
Yeah.
this stuff destroyed because he wants to build a big shopping center or whatever
Yeah, whatever
the
it is,
thing
yeah.
is.
Yeah.
And then, but he's not doing the demolition. So then you have the like head of the demolition or
True. The
construction
person that's
company.
got to get their hands dirty.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And that person can maybe get redeemed at the end, like realizing, hey, maybe I'm
Yeah.
on the wrong side of this.
Yeah, this doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
Um,
Not that we have to cast both of them, but
No,
I
no,
feel
no,
like
no,
that
yeah.
kind of can at least separate our
True.
two villain types a little bit.
yeah. Hmm. I kind of mentioned Lee Pace last time, but he was in Running Man. I just watched that and got a little taste of he's a good bad guy.
Yeah.
Kind of has that kind of, but it'd be nice to have a fun voice to the character.
Yeah, I mean, it's right when you were saying Lee Pace, I was thinking Henry Cavill, but that's kind of in the same Lee Pace pool, I feel like, a little bit.
Ooh, I like Henry Cavill because you would never cast him in that. I don't
Right.
think.
Yeah.
I don't think he plays bad.
I don't think so. I don't know if that's
Yeah.
a contract thing or
Yeah,
if
maybe,
that's
yeah,
a,
exactly. I
that's
think
a
when you play
casting thing.
Superman once, you can
Yeah.
never play a villain.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of the deal. I'd like to send an offer out,
Okay.
and I want to see what he thinks and could bring to it. I don't know, but I'd be willing.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I like it. Matthew Bainton, Christopher Walken, and Henry Cavill in the Fruit Loops movie.
We're doing. Oh, this is not good. I mean, it's great. You hearing this, producers? Cool. Is there anything you want to add to Fruit Loops before we?
No, I mean, I think there are a lot of
There's so much
fun things you could do within that, and I don't, obviously the three people we cast are all dudes. We'd,
Yeah.
there would be some other characters who are not
Yeah,
dudes.
it would be very important to do that to not have yeah.
Obviously they're all white.
Yeah,
In these
true.
other characters they wouldn't be all white. But that's, I
Uh-oh.
think that just to put it all out there, this isn't.
We're doing the thing. We're doing the thing.
Yeah,
This is not good. Okay. Let's go on. You want to do Chef Boyardee?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, so the idea I had, just to kind of like round out some characters, is yes, he goes out west because it kind of like, it's almost like you don't even really know it's a Chef Boyardee movie until he puts on the hat. And then like
Yeah.
he's an Italian, he comes to America and decides to maybe go to the gold rush or something like that. He's made it all the way out west, or maybe he gets stopped along the way, and ends up in kind of a small little ramshackle town, gets a job at the saloon, and has to work with the cook. And we have someone who just like is known for being a really good cook or something like that. And then something might happen to this guy. For whatever reason, in my mind, he's French.
Okay.
He learns from a French guy. I don't know. Maybe that's incorrect. But he goes and something maybe happens to him and he has to take the mantle. And you get one of those like superhero moments when
Right.
he gets the hat and he puts it on. And suddenly it's like, whoa. And somehow he saves the town by using his cooking skills is kind of the direction, because you got to somehow stop in a spaghetti Western, you kind of play with a lot of the archetypes
Yeah.
of the Western. So you kind of have you kind of have the man with no name style kind of character a lot of times. You've got the bandits and things that are kind of coming into town, and what brings everyone together? Food.
Yeah.
Good home cooking. And so that's
This-
the idea. What do you
This
think?
might be an insane pitch
Ooh, please.
go with, but maybe at some point, Chef Boyardee, he's put on the hat, or maybe he's at this town, but this town already has somebody who makes food. And it's not very good, but they
Yeah.
make food. Like, this is their turf.
Yeah.
So they're gonna have a standoff essentially of like, this town's not big enough for
Ooh.
two chefs.
Ooh, I like that. That's really good.
When Chef Boyardee wins, that chef leaves disgraced but also angry, comes back with
Oh, this is-
bandits trying to get his town back.
This is it. This is it. So Chef Boyardee, like, maybe he was good at cooking, and maybe he didn't even realize he was really good at cooking. And it's kind of like a skill that he just has.
Yeah.
And then people kind of found out like, whoa, like you're really good at this. And then maybe he gets good, and then we can kind of have this confrontation. I love the standoff idea. It plays with the spaghetti Western and just Westerns in general.
Yeah.
And then you have like, you've got kind of like the cooking show element too, where it's like you get everyone in the town, you get the mayor, the sheriff, you get some of the prostitutes, everyone's involved eating and taste testing and things like that. I love it.
Great.
I love it. I think that's great. Okay, so let's see who our cast of characters are. We've got Mr. Boyardee.
Yes, and I think also, on the logo for Chef Boyardee, he's got that like gray mustache. How old is Chef Boyardee in this movie?
Is it origin story or has he been around?
It sounds like it's origin story.
I think
based
it's
on what
origin.
we're pitching. So.
Yeah. And so we could always do an epilogue at the end and kind of
Yeah.
show him, some
He'll
of the
have a
first
mustache,
products.
but he won't.
Yeah,
it won't
oh
be
yeah, oh
gray.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I love it.
Yeah, and then there's people in the town, and then there's, I guess our villain is the chef he kicks out of town.
Yeah. Okay, so we got villain chef. We've got the Chef Boyardee.
Yeah,
Love interest.
I think a love interest is
Yeah.
a part of this one for sure.
Yeah. Dan, we will have to do, to make up for all of this, we will have to do a female-led episode entirely in the
Absolutely,
future.
yeah.
Like, I think we're also at the whim of food mascots. Like, they're also,
This is a tougher episode
it is to
break
diversify.
that in. Yeah,
it is. It truly is. Like, you have Wendy.
Yeah.
You've got a few that I kind of saw, but yeah. So apologies to our listeners. We will fix it.
yeah. It's
fix
strange
this.
because so many of the like scripts I write are more
Yeah.
like female led, and then I get
Yeah.
on to like, oh, pitch a movie, and I'm like, how about just a bunch of dudes?
But a bunch of dudes hanging out. I know exactly what you mean. It's kind of just like the path of least resistance. But I also
It's
think
also
like that
like
too. I'm
very
like,
IP related. I think is kind of like
it's true.
We're
We're
a little
dealing
stuck.
with-
Yeah.
yep, it's so true. Okay, so we got the chef. We've got the love interest.
Yeah.
We have, I think, the sheriff,
I think sheriff. Yeah.
and then we have the villain chef. Anyone else that?
I mean, I guess you could combine this potentially with the love interest character, I guess. But if you wanted to give him like a friend in town, like the bartender or something
need
at the
something.
saloon, yeah,
Yeah. I mean, it could be a woman as well. Like, it doesn't necessarily like the
That's
only
true,
woman has
yeah.
to be the love. Yeah.
I just didn't know we were
And-
consolidating. We could like, okay,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
love interest also runs the bar, or the saloon.
You know
or
what?
whatever.
Yeah. No need to fucking fill this thing up. Yeah, I say,
Yeah,
I
great.
say have them both be it. And yeah, bartender's great.
Okay.
That way they're kind of like with each other.
Yeah.
And in the same location, they've got kind of same interests, same patrons and stuff. And things can ensue and they kind of get a little closer. Okay. I also would like him to have a little pet.
Yeah.
Maybe like something that kind of eats the scraps or something like that, be it a dog or a cat.
Yeah. I think
Or
a dog
some
or a
funny
cat.
desert animal. Anything come to mind, or should we just stick with the classics?
I think dog or cat is the only thing that like would really make sense.
Yeah,
You know?
it's
Like
true.
sure it'd be fun for him to have like a pet Gila monster, but like why?
Yeah, that's a lot of levels.
Yeah.
There's a lot of levels to that. Okay, cool. So the chef,
Yeah.
you know, I don't think we go Mario Chris Pratt. I think we try to get an Italian. I think we,
Okay.
or at least someone of Italian blood.
Okay.
Which
okay, I'm just gonna get it out because otherwise
Go.
it's gonna stay in my head. Does not
Go.
fit your qualifications, but
yes,
the first name I thought of was John Hamm. Now we can
Ooh.
move on. But
yes, I get it. I get it. I mean, especially like the look. How about this kind of Bobby Cannavale?
yeah, that was somebody else who kind of popped up in my brain.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm looking at Italian American actors. Danny DeVito.
sure. Sebastian Maniscalco is probably on that list.
Ooh, yeah. Leonardo DiCaprio, I guess technically. Doesn't I guess with the last name like that. Steve Buscemi. What are we doing? Yeah, Jason Schwartzman.
Interesting.
That's interesting for sure.
I think I like Bobby Cannavale the best out of who we've
Yeah.
talked about, and I know he's like, I think he's half Italian, half Cuban.
Okay. But he plays like full
Yeah,
Italian
yes.
characters in a lot of things.
For sure.
Okay, we'll lock in Bobby.
Yeah.
Okay, you know, I kind of like Danny DeVito as the sheriff, but maybe I'm
That's fun.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that's a fun piece of casting.
Because then it's just like kind of insane.
Yeah.
Kind of breaking the mold. It's going to be a little funny.
Yeah.
We are making a Chef Boyardee movie.
Yeah. I think that even though a lot of it's played straight,
Yes,
this shows that like we know
and
that it's funny.
Yeah, and in a lot of ways it's shot straight.
Yeah.
Too. Like it's shot like a classic thing, and then you've got, these characters walking out. Okay. Love interest, bartender.
This is a tough one.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you want to just cast Bobby's wife, Rose Byrne, and just.
Oh, is that who his wife is?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
I'm trying to think though if there's got to be some good choices that I just can't think of.
Yeah.
Amy Adams.
Ooh. I went to Emily Blunt, which was interesting. I know we cast her last time. Man, I do love Rose because Rose Byrne can be fun. Like she can be a lot of fun, and like the two of them being like a kind of back to back sort of thing. Like maybe when the bandit should like I don't know. There's some fun things. I think we keep it in the family.
Okay, great.
All right, Rose, you did it. Big offer. You're getting this is going to really sell. Okay. The villain. Who is this? What's the energy they're bringing?
Yeah, I feel like Chef Boyardee takes food very seriously, and I think that this villain is just like, it's food, you'll eat it. Like it's
yeah. Like they use all the same ingredients, but it's slop. No presentation.
Yeah.
Served it with a ladle. Like it's just like plopped on a plate. And no regard, loves salt maybe, and just like always adds salt and pepper to everything. And no one really knows any better. Like when Chef Boyardee comes into town, everyone loves this chef, and like because they don't know what they're really missing. I
think it's got to be I think that it's someone maybe more known for comedy, but it can't be somebody too goofy.
Yeah.
Like I thought like a Charlie Day or an Andy Samberg initially, but I think they're too goofy.
Yeah. Will Forte, there's something possible there.
There is.
Because that he could play it serious. We've seen like Nebraska, for example. Like he can bring it to a level and can go there and win or lose as well, the Pixar show.
Sure.
And can go crazy because it wouldn't be like going crazy. I think is good too. Like to be able to go like to explode and to be like wide-eyed nuts.
What about Anthony Carrigan from Barry?
Ooh.
Of someone else who can play things straight and also get kind of crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, and can get serious and dark when the temperature changes. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in. I can do it.
So that's the Chef Boyardee movie starring Bobby Cannavale, Rose Byrne, Danny DeVito, and Anthony Carrigan.
They won't see it coming, I will say. The audiences are going to have no idea. But this is also, I'm telling you, this is what you need, you guys. Producers.
Sure.
Studios. You got to break the mold. And this is how you break the mold. Is you make a Chef Boyardee movie in the West, and He needs to make spaghetti at some point. Like we didn't even really talk about like what he actually makes. Like he's making.
Sure, he's making the pasta.
He's making the pasta. Oh no! Oh no! He's making the pasta. Okay. Right on. All right. I think we go.
We're back to Rice Krispies.
Yeah, I think it's Rice Krispie time, and
Okay.
we already kind of got a lot of great ideas with it. I guess the question is just like where to land with it. I was thinking a little more. They've been in the entertainment industry a little bit, but then there's the farm thing. If we do the farm angle, how do you square like this? If you still want to go this direction, how would
Sure.
you square? Is it Boom? Is that his name or Pow?
Pow, because pow means power, and power is nice.
Oh God, this is so good. So if you were to do the farm angle, do you have any
Yeah.
thoughts on like how you fit in like that kind of character that gets kind of shafted, I guess, by the other Snap Crackle Popians?
Yeah, I don't know if we have Pow like with them from the beginning and then gets shafted, or if if Pow is who they bring their invention to and then starts to shaft them, and so they have to shaft right back, like I don't know.
Yeah. Ooh, shaft. There's another angle.
Okay.
Like, is that they maybe are farmers and then somehow like strike it rich or something like that. And Pow comes out of the woodwork saying like, hey, you don't know me, but I'm your long lost brother or something like
Sure,
that.
yeah. Like tries to get in on
Tries to
on
like
it.
ingratiate themselves into the group.
Maybe has like the neighboring farm or something, and is
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
no, this was both of us.
Yeah,
This
exactly.
was
Yeah,
all
yeah,
of
yeah,
us.
yeah. Or yeah, it's like desperate to like get the farm in their name too, or something like that. I'm
Could
thinking of
be
like
that like they're the three of them are just like happy with like yeah, we make Rice Krispies or Rice Krispie treats or whatever.
And he
Pow
wants
keeps
to
being like, we can make money.
yeah, yeah.
This is a capitalist society.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, I like that.
Especially since again, this we don't know very much about Snap, Crackle, and Pop.
No, we don't.
Other than like that they're named after the sounds, but that kind of
Sure.
implies that like what we know about them is like, I don't know, there's some way to tie in like they want their voices to be heard, you know what I mean? Like
Oh, interesting. Yeah, that's
so-
wow.
like we want to hear Snap, Crackle, and Pop.
Okay, respect.
On the Wikipedia page for Snap, Crackle, Pop.
Yes.
Just to get this kind of out in your mind as we
Please.
move into casting or plot
Yeah.
stuff. Snap is the oldest and is known as the problem solver. Crackle is an unsure middle child and known as a jokester. And Pop is a mischievous yet clumsy youngster and the center of attention.
Okay. Yeah, who's center of attention? Like, do
Right,
they?
I don't know what that means
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly. Yeah,
but-
they're like, what do we mean? What are we talking about? Okay. The trio were using conservation messages during World War II and briefly reimagined as superheroes in the early 1990s. Oh, interesting. There's a lot of...
So I mean,
Oh,
this
yeah.
could be like kind of going back to what you were saying, like, the movie starts in like whenever Snap, Crackle, and Pop and the Rice Krispie stuff is all introduced, and then
Yeah.
kind of quick little montage going through. Oh, we had a superhero phase, or like, oh, we,
Yeah.
and you very briefly see Pow in the montage. Like,
Yeah.
it's always been the three of us, and then like, real quick we see four people, and then
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
keep going.
And that
up
one,
until
yeah,
today.
yeah, the one guy that it didn't work out with,
Yeah.
and it could just go away, and then that's what's reintroduced. I really do like kind of the entertainment
Yeah.
angle to it, but I'm like, have you seen Bowfinger?
No, in
Or-
fact,
oh,
you
I
asked
talked
me.
to you about it.
Yeah, you asked me
Because
about it a couple weeks ago.
but I am such a huge like fan of like those sorts of like skewering Hollywood
Yes.
and the entertainment industry sort of things. So if not this, some point later we can come up with something. But yeah, no, I like the idea of he was involved somewhere in the past and like shows up again
Yeah.
for whatever reason. Not sure though. The ooh.
Maybe this is like you know, deep in the capitalist weeds here. But
Okay,
maybe it doesn't
Love
work
it.
out with Pow, and then when we finally catch back up with him, whenever that is, you know, we learn that he is like constantly failing at creating these other businesses to try and get back up on top.
Yeah.
But now he's like you know, a venture capitalist, like someone taking enough
Ooh.
stakes in Rice Krispies to
Ooh.
then take over the company.
Oh,
that way.
I like that a lot. I
Pow
like
means
that.
power.
Yes. Oh
Yeah.
my God. Yes. Yeah. He decided to go the other way. Like they do it for the love of the game. Like
Yeah.
snap, crackle, and pop. Like, and maybe they were famous at one point and they've moved back to the farm.
Sure.
And that's what they really enjoy. They did that whole thing. They had like these whole lives. They're elves, so they are like young forever or whatever.
Yeah.
And they're happy where they are. But then all of a sudden, Rice Krispies, like they now have a new majority shareholder.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah,
Pow.
it's their old nemesis.
Pow means
Yeah.
power.
Yeah.
I think that's good. I
Okay.
think that's really good. Yeah. I like it. Okay. I mean that kind of writes itself, obviously. You can imagine what ensues. Question, is this like is it like Who Framed Roger Rabbit in the sense that like we have 3 animated characters in a human world? 4, I guess, Pow.
Right. Maybe we do. I hadn't really thought of it that way initially, but now
What did you think?
kind
You
of-
thought of like actual casting of
I thought of full animation.
full animation, sure.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be a nightmare of all live action. That's what I was worried about.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's all live action. I think that like I don't know, it's tough because we know these characters through like the hybrid stuff in the commercials, like it's live action stuff and then you see them
Oh, is that what the
in the
commercials are like too? I guess I don't
kitchen,
really.
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know that they're all like that, but that's my memory of them.
Sure.
But it also just feels like, even though they're more like cereal mascots,
Yeah.
like just the idea of Rice Krispie treats and like seeing these little elves create them makes me feel like full animation is just like the way to go. To just,
Wow.
you know, like I don't know.
You're terrified. You're terrified.
I'm
of
scared.
what-
It has to be animated.
what are we creating?
If I see it in live action, I'm gonna be scared.
I'm gonna be so terrified. What?
The advertisement for the this Rice Krispie treats movie
Yeah.
is gonna show like audiences with the through the camera, and they're like jumping whenever
Yeah. What is this?
dry
At least it's
heaving
not-
into a
yeah.
bag. Like,
Yeah. At least it's not all live action. I think
Yeah.
that's the ultimate nightmare.
yeah,
Is doing that, and like even going as far as like Sonic, the first version of Sonic, that
Right,
had like all
yeah.
the teeth and was like not right.
yeah.
And yeah. Okay, cool. So animation. Are these are elves in an elf world?
Yeah. That's a good question. Or if the like most people are just regular humans.
Yeah.
They're elves. I don't know. I don't have a preference.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, this doesn't necessarily have to be answered now, but it's something to think about. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
what's the dynamic there? Is everyone like, yeah, are they on this? Because I like the idea of they've kind of been around a while.
I do
And
like that idea.
And they're kind of special. Maybe there are elves in the North Pole. Maybe that's where
Sure.
elves came from. And they, for whatever reason, moved to America. I don't know. That can
Yeah.
all be done in the montage. Doesn't matter as much. But yeah, there's something kind of interesting about like, oh yeah, they're special. And then, because I also like the idea of Pow, like on the board of like executives, and everyone else is tall around him at the end of the table, and he is, and clearly doesn't fit the what you'd expect, Tropic Thunder-esque. Like you're not expecting the kid to be the boss.
Yeah, I do like. So. I think that's
that imagery
that answers it. I think they're elves. Maybe there's some other elves in the movie, but I think most people are human.
Yeah. Cool. Right on. Okay, so now we need our main characters, I guess. We need Snap, Crackle, Pop, and Pow.
I mean, I think that this might be leaning too much into, I don't know if you ever saw the Lonely Island
Chippendale
Rescue
I did not see it. I do want to, but I've heard good things.
John Mulaney feels like Snap to me.
100%. Yeah, no, that's a perfect one. Yeah. So who goes with John? I don't know. I also go to like Patrick Moynihan as like an interesting, but I don't know. There's no, because he can do that. I don't know. He can be kind of, but he might not have the energy. Maybe he's, huh?
Who are you? Who's Patrick? Are you thinking of Bobby? Moynihan? Okay, that's okay. As you described him more, I was like, I think he means Bobby, but
yes,
I just had to make sure.
Who the hell is Patrick Moynihan? That's got. Hopefully, it's a hockey player. It was. Daniel Patrick Moynihan was an American politician, diplomat, and social scientist. I didn't know that. I
don't think that he should be Crackle or Pop.
Yeah. I mean, we don't know what he sounds like.
It's true.
He's also dead. So we don't have to talk about that, though. Yeah. We could make it work.
Yeah. I mean, I think that I don't think we should cast any of them just, based on them already taking these roles. But I do think that Mikey Day, Kyle Mooney, and Drew Tarver all have like the right type of voice. I think also, not to bring it back to DuckTales, but in the reboot, the nephews were Ben Schwartz, Bobby Moynihan, and Danny Pudi, who also all kind of fit that like same voice as John Mulaney of like kind of higher, nasally, whimsical kind of vibe.
Yeah, those are all really good. So it was, you said was it John Mulaney, Bobby Moynihan, and Danny Pudi?
Ben Schwartz, Bobby Moynihan, and Danny Pudi were the three DuckTale nephews.
Damn, they did a good job already.
I know.
They kind of figured it out, didn't they?
I think they did. That's I mean, we can take one of them.
Yeah, I think we take, because I like Kyle Mooney.
Sure.
I just don't. I'm guessing he was good in his portrayal.
Yeah, I mean, the three of them were some of the few laughs in the movie.
Nice.
I don't remember which one he played, but not that it matters too much.
Yeah. Yeah, Danny Pudi makes sense. Ooh, we're just gonna have to make a decision here.
Kyle Mooney played Snap, who we've just cast as John Mulaney.
Fuck. Damn it.
So maybe that works in the favor. Now, you know what? Hey.
Now we switch it up.
Now it's different.
Okay. I say let's do it different. We'll put Kyle as...
Would you like him to be the unsure middle child who's a bit of a jokester, or the clumsy... Okay.
Ooh, clumsy what? Clumsy, was it just...
It is mischievous yet also clumsy.
I think I might like him in that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to...
He can be very, like, self-deprecating.
Yeah.
So is that Pop?
That's Pop. And then do you want to make Bobby Moynihan the unsure middle child jokester?
Yeah.
So there you go. Very SNL heavy.
Yeah, you meant Patrick.
Yeah, I did.
Yes, I think we're SNL is definitely where we pull a lot of these ideas from. I think our brains go there
Yeah.
naturally. Okay, Pow. Who the fuck? Who is
Um,
Pow? Oh. He's got to be cute, you know.
sure.
Like at first, and then becomes like evil.
Look, we're in the SNL family at this point.
Yeah.
Sandberg?
Ooh. Can he get like evil? You think he could like play like elf evil?
Maybe. And a movie that I've seen that I don't know how many other people have
Yeah.
was America, the Motion Picture, which is
I have not.
an animated movie which features Andy Samberg as Benedict Arnold. And is
Whoa.
playing Benedict Arnold very like mustache twirly villain.
Okay. Oh, okay. Animated.
You know,
Yeah.
it's something. But
Yeah. I like it. I'll throw. Oh,
go
for it.
ahead. I was going to throw out a different name.
I was as well, but
okay.
you throw out yours.
I believe we mentioned him last episode, but Paul F. Tompkins as Pow.
That, like, I hate to even. I think it has to be Paul F. Tompkins. Like, it has to be like also, yeah, because it feels like he would be like because he also is like he's so like prolific to the people that know.
Sure.
That it also kind of feels like a good character, like sidelined, and then like finds his way back in, like forcing his way. I like it because my other one was I was thinking like Will Ferrell, because it also
Sure.
Pow can be kind of like more of a, you could hit it with the star power a little bit more,
Yeah.
because they're not going to be like such a lead in the whole thing. But I don't know. I think Paul F. I'm kind of in, and we really should be putting him in everything. You understand?
I mean,
that, right?
I do, and I do believe he would be in everything.
Yeah.
But this is one of those opportunities where we can, bump him up a little more. I'm sure he'd be upset that we didn't cast him as Chef Boyardee, given his mustache. But
you're so right.
we can make it up to him in other projects.
You're so right. Oh, that's terrible.
Maybe Paul F. Tompkins is the one that taught Chef Boyardee, and
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
gets sidelined after that.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, that's great. That's great. Okay, there's the cast for Rice Krispies versus Pow or whatever.
Well, yeah.
We're not coming up with titles.
We're not.
That's not the
coming
job.
up with titles.
That's not our job. That's marketing. Okay.
Now it's time for the big boy.
The big boy, the big finale, the largest scope, the most exciting, epic action. I threw out Michael Bay directed, was kind of where my mind went, but I could see a lot of different things. But yeah, we've got like 4 main M&Ms? Is it?
I'm glad you mentioned this because
Please.
There is, I would say there's maybe 5 main ones, but there's 7 total.
I want to. We need to include every one of them.
Agreed.
Yes, like especially I would love one like really obscure M&Ms to show up too. I don't know if that exists.
There's not a ton of obscure M&Ms, but there are. I did do a bit of I got lost in the rabbit hole doing some research on this one.
Nice.
But I also think, just to get out ahead of it, I don't want to recast the M&Ms.
Okay. I respect it. I want
to keep Oscar winner J.K. Simmons as the yellow M&M.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize that's who played that. Okay.
Veteran voice actor Billy West as Red. Like, we're set. You know what I mean?
We're set. Wow, J.K. Simmons plays the yellow M&M, the sad.
Still to this day, yes. He was not the original. It was John Goodman originally, but...
It was John who?
Goodman? John Goodman, yeah. and John Lovitz was Red originally, but
Whoa.
or maybe not originally, but
Sure.
when they really
At a
started
certain
ramping
point.
up the marketing, that's who
Yeah.
did it
Whoa.
originally.
You said Billy West is
Yeah,
Red?
Billy West
Nice.
is Red. Cree Summer, who's also like a veteran voice actress, is the
Yeah.
green M&M. So like
Okay.
we're set as far as I'm
Nice.
concerned.
Yeah, we can kind of keep with that kind of world too. And I'm thinking of other like, because obviously Billy West is in Futurama. I'm thinking of
Yeah.
DiMaggio as well could play someone too, because he's really good. But nice. Okay, I'm right there with you. So then, are there some that don't have like maybe not obscure, because you were saying there may not be obscure ones, though we could come up with it. I'm thinking like Barbie, obviously being an example. Like we pull that is an example of like mining IP of stuff that really shouldn't be movies in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Like the what's her face, McKinnon, her character in Barbie,
Sure.
which is just kind of like this wacky lady.
Yeah.
You could have like an M&M like that, like a multicolored M&M, or
Totally. There's
or
also
one
like M&M
no
minis.
color.
You can have like
Yeah.
the tiny little M&Ms show
Ooh,
up.
yeah, yeah.
There's like that one commercial where like there was the caramel like cube or whatever who was like, here's my resume, whatever, like trying to join the M&Ms. There's on this, I guess there are some that are no longer used on here. There was a green M&M before the one that we have now, who was a guy named
Nice.
Almond, I guess. And then the orange one before the nervous guy that we have now was a female peanut M&M.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So there are some like different variations like that.
Sure.
Of different like shapes, sizes, fillings, whatever.
Yeah, fillings.
And then there is also on here Chocolate Bar, voiced by Phil Hartman, R.I.P. The first non-M&M character that always gets foiled or outdone by red and yellow by being melted, as M&Ms do not melt.
Oh, that's a good marketing gimmick. Yeah. Hopefully it was very horrific. Like hearing
hopefully.
Phil Hartman like blah! You can imagine it would be very funny. Okay. Great. So we have our cast. So then the film itself, what's the direction? Do we want to do the...
I think this is Roger Rabbit. Like, this is live action, but the M&Ms are in there.
Oh, nice. Okay. So then what's the obstacle, you think?
So
Are they doing? Is it a spy movie? Is that like? Because that's what that kind of commercial ad was.
Yeah,
it's a little more thriller spy.
I think it's like a spy action thriller.
Nice.
I think
the M&M movie.
I mean,
yeah, of course.
I wish that I had gone back and read that script that I had written for this before this. I didn't. I remember bits and pieces. I remember that the villain was a dentist.
Ooh.
And I remember they team up with a cop a human character who will help them.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What was the dentist, if we were to go down that angle, is the dentist is trying to stop them? Because
it must have been, yeah.
Yeah, because when I think about it now, I would think like a dentist would want them to stay because it helps his business. That's the other direction to take, is like, dentists like sweets.
Right.
Like, I want more of this. This is good. So it could be.
Sure. Yeah, that could be also.
Maybe. And I guess what I'm saying is like maybe dentist might not be the right direction.
Yeah. And I want to clarify, like, I wrote one draft 8 years ago
and
as
it was
an exercise,
amazing.
and it sucked. But there are good pieces in there. There are good, like, pieces of of something in there as with any first draft.
Of course.
It's just there's a reason I didn't return to it in the last 8 years.
Well, I'm disappointed. I think there's gold.
Thank you. So I guess like who would be upset then that the M&Ms are around? Is it like instead of a dentist, it's like a wellness guru who's like M&Ms are
what's
not
like
organic?
An M&M?
Like,
yeah. What's an M&M alternative? You know, like what?
Cacao nibs? Like I don't know. That might be two in the same vein.
What could be? What is the arch nemesis of an M&M?
Right.
Like what? That's an insane question. I don't know if anyone's asked that.
Yeah, because I mean, initially it's like I think Skittles, but then like they're not really arch nemesis.
Yeah, but
I
know what you're getting at. Like, there's only room for one of us,
right?
Like, of spherical candy.
Yeah. I think also like the nemesis that, like, you know, in the world of M&Ms, it's just like people eating us. Like,
yeah, true. Ooh, that's terrifying. Especially because they're like larger than they're like child sized. And they're being eaten. Ooh, yeah, they're being hunted. That's crazy idea. Yeah, this is going way crazy, but I'm like almost thinking like Shaun of the Dead, like people, like something happens and people get hypnotized, and they're all like almost like zombies going after and trying to eat them.
Yeah.
But I kind of feel like they have to do it of not of their own free will. They kind of have to be like mind controlled almost.
Sure.
I'm thinking like Shaun of the Dead, or even At World's End, or Hot Fuzz. I guess all the Cornetto trilogy kind of has something like that.
Yeah. Like that first Kingsman movie where they all get like brainwashed into fighting each other.
Yep. So that's an angle.
Yeah.
I'd like them to be facing off against, like, you know, I'm imagining like the Great Muppet Caper, right? Like thinking about them facing off against some sort of, because like, and Muppets is a great way to think about this, because Muppets don't make sense for any of like the plots they're in a lot of ways too. Like how, why are the Muppets involved in like this kind of mystery with diamonds and things like that? You know,
right.
We could just throw them in this sort of thing too, of just all of a sudden they're just like, they've stumbled into like, oh God, wrong place, wrong time sort of thing. Where it's just like, oh, we just witnessed a crime and now we have to like absolve ourselves because maybe there was some like chocolate left behind. And then they're like, but M&Ms don't melt. It wasn't us. And it could be something else. Like, you know, like they're being framed and they have to prove their innocence.
I do think the M&Ms are being framed and they have to prove their innocence. I don't know what they witnessed, but I think that's the plot.
Okay, sounds good. Perfect. We'll do that. So they were somewhere, and now it's kind of like they're on a journey to do it and not get caught. There's like that kind of like element to it. Great. Okay. So then we do need to think of who's trying to frame them, I think.
Yeah.
Man, I do just love that chocolate bar idea, like something crazy like that.
Yeah.
But
it could
we're back
be
at who's their nemesis.
Yeah, I mean, it could be like a loose version of Hershey's where like it's not the Hershey's company, but there is some like big chocolate corporation like a Willy Wonka or something, and they have like how Hershey's has their own theme park in Pennsylvania. Like this person also has like the theme park and the factory and all that, and but their biggest problem is that their candy melts and the planet's only getting hotter.
Yeah.
Pull in your climate change stuff that way. Like,
yeah. And instead of like trying to innovate, they're like, no, we're just going to take them out.
Yeah.
You know, like we're just going to, yeah, I think that's good. I like that kind of like Hershey's angle. I mean, I do tend to think of like big business and things. I think we grew up in an era where a lot of the villains of children's movies and things had
Yeah.
that thing in it. So
And now we witness current events and we're like, hey, wait a minute.
huh, they were onto something, and
Yeah.
it sucks. That's not right. Okay, cool. I like that. So some sort of like Hershey's
Yeah.
alternate. Cool.
Shouldn't it be called him he's?
Himmies,
You
yes.
just flip both
Yeah, I like that.
things.
The himmies.
The him he's chocolate.
Himmies. Himmies chocolate. Melt in your mouth and melt everywhere.
Yeah.
But that's not their. They don't.
Don't disclose that. Yeah.
Don't disclose that. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So, I mean, that one. Is there anything really to? We're gonna stay true. We're gonna keep the contracts on the books.
Yes.
For our current cast, which I love. I think that's a great idea, and that's really. I think that's gonna win us a lot of points too.
I think so too, and it's like if we already have an Oscar winner like attached to the character, like, yeah, we'll
We're giving
keep
him
them.
more.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. And let's be real, J.K. Simmons is like, he's looking for work.
Yeah,
Okay? You know, like he's.
I think
He
as
loves
far as
something.
casting,
Yeah.
we need the villain, we
Yes.
need the authorities who are trying to catch the M&Ms. And I don't
okay.
know if we want to give them a human to team up with at any point.
All right. Let's think of a female human to team up with.
Okay.
A head of police or some sort of agency that's hunting them down, and the villain.
Okay.
I like John Hamm being one of those two last ones, either
Okay.
being the villain or the head of kind of the thing.
I think
Would be a pitch from me.
I think as the head of the agency that's trying to catch them.
Sure. Yeah, you like that?
Yeah, I mean, he plays a lot of, I feel like, law enforcement kind of guys.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
So
yeah.
I think that this slots in nicely.
Yeah. I just want him to have like a funny mustache or something.
Absolutely.
Like yeah. It has to be an insane agency too, like
Yeah.
something that
And part of the reason I didn't pick him for the villain is because I want to make the M&M's Reddit go crazy here.
Oh, you're gonna give them what they want, or you're going to not do that? And you're gonna screw them.
This is a bit of an Easter egg, maybe, and you can determine for yourself whether you think that this is
Okay.
something positive or negative.
Okay.
But as we all remember, there was a big outrage when the green M&M changed her shoes.
Oh, sexy Eminem. Yeah.
And for that following Super Bowl, there was an ad campaign that was that the mascots for the M&Ms were going to be retired and replaced with this person. And so
Ooh.
I think that this person, this celebrity, I should say.
Okay, like
And I
all
think-
of them are gonna be.
Yeah,
would
the
be
M&M's
one thing.
Corporation is now going to, instead of having 7 candy spokes
Oh.
people, now
Yeah.
we're going to have this one celebrity.
Okay.
And that was Maya Rudolph. And I think Maya Rudolph is the head of he's chocolate. That's
Okay,
trying to
I think-
frame the M&Ms.
Yeah, I think it's good, and it could play into that too. That's insane. Head of him, he's. But she would play a really good villain. I think there's something really good there.
Yeah, especially if she can be all upset that her chocolate keeps melting
Yeah.
and have those freakouts, but also
Yeah. Oh, totally.
Yeah.
It's just like always on her fingers. She's like touching everything. And it's just
Yeah.
like, yeah. Okay, great. And so then let's get a female sidekick ally. Maybe was like the assistant to Maya Rudolph's character or something, maybe has some inside knowledge or something, or could just have been like, and like I'm thinking of even like, because these M&Ms are kind of, they're celebrities. I mean, so it could
Right.
also be like
Their assistant, or
their assistant. Yeah, exactly. And it's like way in over their head now.
like this
is an
person
intern.
booked them to be like wherever they got framed, and now they
Oh,
feel bad and they want to help out.
maybe. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah,
Um,
someone who no intention. They do not belong in all of this, but
yeah,
that are kind of like are attached to them maybe somehow. Maybe they're also kind of getting framed in it too.
sure. Stephanie Shu from Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Oh, is that the daughter?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, fucking, I'd love to see it. I'm in.
Okay.
I'm down. I like a lot of times when it comes to this cast, I'm just like, I want to know. Like,
Right.
let's see.
Yeah.
I got no qualms. I got nothing against her. That'd be kind of cool. I
Yeah.
got nothing better necessarily. And that sounds insulting, but I did not mean it like that. It means I'm excited
Yeah.
at the possibilities because I think she can bring a lot of energy. What was the other movie she was in as well? She did something.
She was in The Fall Guy very briefly. She was in not Girls Trip, Joyride, something like that, I think.
Oh yeah, Joyride. Yep. Oh, and that's exactly what I was thinking of was Joyride. Yep. She was in a number of animated things.
Yeah.
Something called Shortcomings. I guess she was in Shang-Chi. Yeah. Okay, whoa. Did we just do it again? Did we just make a long episode again?
we did a little
We kind of
bit.
did.
Yeah.
We might have to not do 4 next time. Maybe
I
that's
know.
what it is.
Yeah, it might be what it is.
It might be what it is. Because I think we care too much.
Yeah, it's just fun. It's the
Exactly.
problem.
Yeah, exactly. We're just going in and we absorb so much all the time. And this is when we get to put it down, test it out, and see, do we have what it takes? That's
Yeah.
I kind of think we do.
It feels like it. I mean,
It kind of feels like it. I mean, we did it again. We had 4.
Yeah.
We got 4 bangers.
yeah. I
Yeah.
think the purpose of this, little offshoot of the main podcast is
Yeah.
like, what are the dumbest ideas that we can make exciting to
Hey.
people? And I think that all 4 of these ended up being like, yeah, I'd watch that.
I know. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I think that there's so much, and I'd love. Yeah, we can bring on some other folks to even tighten up some of these ideas a little bit because some are pretty loose. But
Sure.
yeah. But I would. Yeah, no. I mean, I am really sold on, like, personally the M&Ms and the Rice Krispies. Those ones, if I were to pick like those sing.
Yeah.
Like, there's just something really, really good there. And I think, yeah, POW means power. Thank you for bringing that to the table.
Absolutely.
Because that just is wild and fantastic and perfectly cast.
Yeah. I mean, we had a lot of good castings here.
I know. Yeah, exactly. So, all right, I'm gonna run through it, and then let the people know exactly what they're in for. So we've got Fruit Loops. We've got wow, the cast. What the hell? Toucan Sam, Matthew Bainton. You know him from Taskmaster, right?
Yeah,
Right?
Taskmaster season 19.
Season 19, big, exciting. You got the Emperor Tamarin Monkey, played by Christopher Walken. And then we have our villain, Henry Cavill, which that's a wild choice. I think we were pretty loose at the beginning of this episode. We tightened it up. We started to tighten it up a little bit more. And like a rotating cast of like an alligator, a llama, an anteater, a frog, to kind of take him along. Chef Boyardee in a spaghetti western. We've got Bobby Cannavale as the chef, love interest bartender Rose Byrne, the sheriff Danny DeVito, and our villain chef and head of like the bandits at a certain point, Anthony Kerrigan. So that's exciting. The Rice Krispies, we got Snap, Crackle, and Pop, John Mulaney, Bobby Moynihan, and Kyle Mooney, along with Pow, Paul F. Tompkins playing Pow. And then finally, M&M's, we keep the regular cast, which includes Billy West and J.K. Simmons. The head of the agency hunting them down is John Hamm. The head of Him He's is Maya Rudolph. And then finally, we have the sidekick and, you know, kind of trapped in with them situation, Stephanie Sue, bringing it home, rounding it out. And I got to say, I'm already setting aside some money to see these movies.
Absolutely.
So why not? Why
yeah.
not?
Hearing that, especially that Rice Krispies one, just the cast back to back to back to back, I'm like, yeah, I'm in. I'm sold.
I know. That's an easy sell. Yeah, there's so much. Oh yeah, that one feels like the really, you know, diamond in the rough. Like it's like, whoa, there's something there. It's very exciting. Right on.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah, we got to figure out where we go next. It's almost too many options, and we're kind of getting busy now. Like we're getting all these calls.
I know.
I don't know. I don't really know what to do. I missed, I think, 15 calls while we were on here because I think they're live watching. Us record.
I know. Yeah,
So,
it's a like live watching, and they're calling us. It's like an auction almost, like the way that
it
they're
really
like.
feels that way.
No. Go, pick up my call. Pick up my
Yeah,
call.
exactly. Yeah. And then I actually, on my phone, I don't know if you have this, but I charge them to call me. And it goes up. Every time they want to call again, they have to pay a little more.
Yeah. No,
So
you're
it's
going to have to
like-
show me how to get that on my phone.
Yeah, exactly. It's really awesome. I have made $5.
Okay, well, let's get those numbers up.
Yeah, exactly. I guess I shouldn't have said that. That's actually kind of bad. All right. Well, right on, Chris. I want to thank you for being here again and sharing your brain with our wonderful listeners. We're lucky to have you. I'll just say that.
I love cracking my skull open on this podcast and letting my juices flow through the camera and the microphone.
No.
I want my juices
Not safe
in
for
our
work.
listeners' ears.
I want to apologize and then say good night, everyone. That's a wrap. See you next time. Bye-bye. Wind Reel and Print is a podcast by Salad Brain Productions.
You can find us on Instagram at Wind Reel and Print Pod.
You can also find us wherever you get your podcasts.
And please, if you like the show, leave a rating and review.
We'll see you next time.